What you out there? Yes, clear. Loud, clear.
Friendly fire!
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Intense pain.
And
I
you
was like,
dumped here?
fuck. And then I get in here and it's a little bit better because it kind of went away. And then, but yeah, dude, I just like had to take a shit. It was crazy.
Oh, are we recording?
I guess.
And then
yeah.
I walked in right after.
And yeah, I felt bad. It was like one of those where like I was in there for a while too, and then I walked out, and then I had, dude. I'm like,
have you been taking your turtle supplements?
I ate through the turtle supplement. Whatever I ate was destroying me, and I felt bad because as soon as I walked out, like Josh was right there, and I was just like, that sucks. Because if it was just some stranger, some drunk person who was here for a show, I'd be like, fuck you. That's actually going to be hilarious because I'm going to get on stage and tell jokes, and they're going to be like, that's the fucking
That's
guy.
the dumper.
That's the guy who shit.
Do you remember that happened to me in New Orleans? Do you remember that?
Oh,
Dude, we went to
yeah.
New Orleans. We did this like little, I don't even know if that place is open, House of Comedy NOLA, right?
Yeah, I think it still is.
Is it? Yeah. And dude, there's like a single bathroom in the entire place. And I had shrimp Alfredo, first time. It was my first time. I was getting a little naughty.
Which was really, really
a big deal for me. And oh my goodness, we got to the venue, and right before the show starts, I'm like, oh my God. I go just murder a toilet. And then I step outside, and it's the hottest blonde lady I've ever seen in my life. And then there's only one bathroom. So it's like a shared bathroom in the lobby. So I just had to dump in front of this hot lady and then go on stage. And then I brought it up right away. I went, where's that super hot lady at that smelled my shit? Didn't do super great.
To be fair, none of us did very great.
That place was
show.
insane.
That show
Dude,
was
I talked to you about this yesterday when I was fucking hammered. But I got I get a phone. We're trying to move apartments right now. We're trying to get an apartment in North Austin right now. And I go to apply to this place, and they run a credit. They get my pay stamps or whatever for the months, and then the Ariels and everything, and everything is good. And then they do a credit report, and I have like a 799 credit score. I'm not trying to brag. I've never missed a payment on my car, and so I have like a good credit score. So does she. But we get flagged that something's like coming back in our report that like
is it the place that tried to tell you owe like thousands of dollars? What?
So listen to this.
Fuck that, dude. That pisses me off.
So 2021, I'm in San Diego. I lose my job, and like the company just like laid off everybody. So I have to like move. And because I'm not going to be staying in California when rent was like $2,300 a month, state income taxes, like whatever it is. It was like, I was like making like almost $10K a month when I was out there. And I was walking away after everything with like maybe $1,300. And it's like after income tax, after paying for rent, after car insurance, all of that shit. And California is impossible to live in. I don't know how anybody lives. If you don't make $30,000 a day, you can't survive in California or New York. I don't get how people live in those places. And in New York, it's even worse because in New York, it's like, yeah, my rent is $75,000 a month and I have a closet. So anyways, LA, or it was San Diego. So we go to when I go to leave after I lost my job, after they laid everybody off, I go to cancel my lease. I have to pay them first. I have to pay them 2 months rent. That's in the lease. It's like if you break the lease, you have to give us 2 months of rent as a payment to whatever to make up for the losses. Well, when I moved in there, I put a first and last month's deposit and a security deposit. So it ended up being like, dude, when I moved in, I gave them like $6,500. I remember being like, this is insane. Because I didn't have $6,500, and I was like, this is crazy. I had to get an advance from my job. So anyways, put all that money down. I go to move out, basically the same thing. Basically give them $6,000 again to move out, to break the lease. But I had already given them the last month's rent. I talked to the management when I left after I gave them after I broke the contract, and I went, before I go back to Florida, I just need to make sure everything is good. They're like, everything is good. And I went, cool, so I don't know anything. She goes, no, everything is good. I get back to Florida, maybe a year and a half later, I get a message or get a phone call from like a debt collecting agency, and they're like, you owe $2,300 this place in California. And I went, for what? And then I was like, prove it. I basically said, prove it. And then they were like, well, we'll send you something in the mail. And I go, yeah, go for it. And then they never did. Okay. So I think I was just like, that was a telemarketer. That was a scammer or whatever. That's what I think, because I thought that like, there's no way I talked to the apartment complex. So now fast forward 5 years later, I'm going to get an apartment. Never missed rent payment. I've never once missed a rent payment. I've never once missed a car payment. I've never once not paid off my credit cards. I've never not paid everything when I should. We get flagged for this credit report. I get my, and I go and I look, and now we owe like $2,600 because this collection agency apparently took this debt. The company, the apartment complex, bunch of fucking scummy people. I was going to say a different word. A bunch of scummy came up and they said that we. I
don't know what word.
And so
cut that. For sure.
and so we break the lease. So when we broke the lease, apparently after we moved out, they charged us for another month's rent because we moved out on like the 19th. And I don't know what the fuck their logic was, but essentially they were like, you still owe us for the next month because you didn't move out on the 1st. Yeah. And I was like, well, that's fucking insane. What are you talking about? So anyways, I find all that out yesterday, that like everything is confirmed. I do owe this company. Like legally, there's nothing I can do. It's like I just have to either I have to take it on the chin. So I call the debt collection agency, and have you ever talked to a debt collector? Their scumbag fucking flew.
I actually have never talked to him. I've had some call me, and I just never.
So the way that debt collection agencies work is that they like get paid. They like, so let's say that like the apartment complex sells their debt to a collection agency. The collection agency now gets for pennies on the dollar. So now the collection agency gets. They take this thing that's what was $2,300. They probably bought it for like $300. Yeah. So now they stand to make $2,300 if they get me to pay the full amount, and they work off of commission. So I call this place. I didn't
know they work off commission.
They work off commission. So I call this guy and I go, hey, I'm just getting all this stuff. I wanted to confirm all of this. I need verification of this and that. He sends me over all this report. And everything is good. And then I was like, and I'm looking at it live. I'm like getting all these reports of like, here's the breakdown. This is whatever. And it's just like, I can't. They're right. They're right.
Yeah.
It's like, they're not right, but like, I mean, morally, I think it's wrong, but through whatever their loopholes are to get you, they got me.
Yeah.
So I have to pay this, otherwise I can't get approved for this apartment complex. So then there's two ways you can settle debt. You can do a settlement, which is like, hey, you're trying to charge me $2,600. I'll give you $2,000. Fuck
That's
off.
what I was gonna say. You should offer them even less.
No, but you can't. So if you settle, it stays on your credit report history forever.
What?
It says
That can't be
yes,
right.
100% it is. Look it up. So it says that you paid in full. You didn't pay in full. It will tell you that they settled, and it's like a flag for apartments. Like complexes don't, like if you settled and you didn't pay in full, they will know and it will ding you 100%.
That doesn't make any sense.
It's basically you no longer, it stays on your credit report.
That settlement is a negative event
Yeah.
that stays on your credit
So there's
report.
no point in even, it's basically going like, I wasn't able to pay the full debt. So instead we settled, and then people go, why weren't you able to, you couldn't afford it. So now we're not going to approve you for your lease. So with that in mind, I called the other apartment complex back, and I went, hey, I called the one that we're applying to. I went, I'm going to settle this debt right now. If I settle instead of pay full price, is that going to ding me in the system? And she goes, yeah. So she was like, we don't approve people who have settlements on their credit history.
Where the fucking apartment complex
and so I'm like,
were you moving into a luxury apartment complex?
Yes.
That's I mean,
And
like
so-
this
well, I'm
has
not-
got to be
and
one
so-
of the nicest places in
No, no,
Austin. If
no, no.
they're like, yeah, if you don't pay, like
it's the
that's
company.
crazy.
It's the company. It's not them. It's
I
the
know,
corporate that owns them.
I hate
And so I go, this is crazy. I call. So after talking to them, I call my debt collector. I call a debt collector again. I call the company again. But this time I get a different guy who's a total cocksucker.
Yeah.
And so I go, hey, I have this stuff. I'm just trying to make sure I understand the difference between settlement and settling and paying in full. And then he looks at my account and he goes, yeah, well, you owe 2,600. And I went, right. Now, I would like to negotiate that debt and then I went, what if I'll do $1,800 right now. And he goes, the difference is $700. You don't have $700. And I went, what? Like, he literally said that. He goes, and then he goes, hey, I'm not going to negotiate this down. He goes, you'll either pay in full or I'm going to say it's a settlement because you can negotiate down and then it's like you pay in full, but whatever. And he goes, I'm not doing that. He goes, I'll put this, this will stay on your report. And I went, do you get commission? And then he went, what? And I went, you get commission, don't you? And he goes, why does it matter what I get? And then I went, you know what? Go fuck yourself. And I hung up. Ariel gets mad at me and goes, you have to call back.
No, I actually totally agree with that move. And so, because all he's doing is trying to get more commit. He thinks that he knows what position you're in. He goes, this guy needs to pay. He needs to settle in full because he 100%. Needs it for his credit report. I'm gonna play hardball with him so I can make more money. But he doesn't know that you don't give a fuck.
So joke's on him. I call back, get a different agent who's a lady who's super nice, and I went, hey, I'd like to settle this right now. Paid it full. So anyways, that guy basically, because he was a dickhead.
You still paid $2,600.
I basically had to. There was no other option, but I didn't give it to the dickhead. So I felt like I lost the war and the battle, but boy, oh boy, did I land a punch.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I didn't.
I know that you did way more. I did no research.
I talked to my buddy who's a banker who has a master's degree in finance. I talked to my other friend who owns real estate. Was like, you have to pay it off.
I didn't know that if you settle that. That's crazy. Also, it feels like it's too late now.
Sorry, I just talked about debt
and
for
obviously. No. It's okay. It's a good story. Obviously, like, I understand, like, it's so long past since when you moved out that it's like, how could you charge me for this? Like, whatever. It feels like if this had been taken care of earlier, you maybe could have gone back with like a fucking cheap lawyer to that apartment complex and been like, hey, this is crazy. But those apartment complexes are fun.
They're all scumbags.
Any like property management company. I used to live at a house that was owned by Invitation Homes, and if you go online and look up Invitation Homes, I mean, don't do it, but if you have spare time and you want to get on a fun Reddit thread, it's people just getting bent over and taken advantage of and they own like thousands and thousands of homes. And it was overall an okay experience, but I remember at the end, we lived in this house for like 5 years, never missed a payment. Rent went up. It was it was just how it was. And we paid every month on time, no problems. But we lived there for 5 years. So there's some wear and tear on the house when we're going to move out. And they send out a guy, he walks through the whole house, he looks at everything and he goes, yeah, man, I mean, you've lived here for 5 years. There's going to be wear and tear. You need to fix this thing and you need to maybe fix that thing and you should get your full deposit back. And I'm like, okay, great. And my buddy who I moved in with moved out in the middle of the lease. So he was just like, keep whatever they give back. I mean, like, I'm going back, and I was like, okay, cool. And so I fix everything. I do it by myself. This is a 3-bedroom house. We've let people stay in the back room. That's not even a room. That's like a 4th person. Like, there's a garage full of shit that belongs to nobody because we've had people move in and out. Like, and it takes me weeks. And then I get a check sent to me for $300 for my deposit. The deposit was $2,000. And dude, I have never gone so Karen in my life. I attach screenshots of the guy's text messages to an email. I go through the individualized list of everything that they said wasn't taken care of or whatever, and I type paragraphs out as to why it has been taken care of, why I shouldn't be charged for it. Dude, they were charging me for drain stops like that were like not like and I was just like, and I spent so long typing all of this stuff out, and then I got all my money.
There you go.
And it felt good. It felt like a win. But what I realized afterwards is like most people wouldn't even have time to sit there
Yeah.
and type all that out. They have no idea. They just fucked with a guy who doesn't have a day job anymore.
That $2,000 means a lot.
I'm at my parents' house in Oklahoma chilling right now with my laptop. You have no idea the amount of time I have. But not everybody has time to fucking do that. Some
No.
people would just have to move on with their lives. And they didn't fight me. I sent that back, and they obviously just went, all right, he caught us. Give him his money. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, well, it's just all a bunch of fucking.
The billionaires are ruining this country.
It's crazy, dude. It's like just fuck. Also, maybe I don't understand rental properties and whatever. To me, it's insane to be like, man, I lived here for 5 years. I've put what would be probably close to like $40,000, $50,000 into your pocket. How about you fucking pay for the cupboard?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, did the $50,000 I give you over the course of the 5 years not take care of the fucking loose cabinet screw?
What I will say
Does that not is? I mean, I'm a fucking maybe I'm an idiot.
We did though. It was a 3-bedroom house. We had a guy live in the back, so it would just like lower rent. And at one point, we just had like a curtain up, and then my buddy who moved out early, like built a wall into the house. And I had to take the wall. I had to like smash a wall down and then repair the ceiling before that guy came and looked at everything. And I was just like standing there with like cartoon beads of sweat coming down as he walked in that room, and he was like, yeah, everything looks good in here. And I was like, you have no, we've had drug addicts staying in here behind a fake wall. Like the wall had a door in it. Like it was like a wall.
Dude, it reminds me of like, that's so funny. It reminds me of when the landlord didn't know that I had a dog. And every time he came over, it felt like that scene in Inglourious Bastards when he's like interrogating the opening scene. He's like, you've got Labradors hiding underneath the.
Yeah.
You've got a golden retriever under the floorboards, don't you?
He wipes the counter and there's
A single hair.
100 dog hairs. It's like, you've got a chocolate lab in here.
He's like, I want you to point out where she is.
Just the Tommy gun.
He just shoots through his own house and goes, that'll be $5,000.
Yeah, by the way, you owe me for that.
Well, what's crazy is that I also didn't know that he didn't know. Well, that's a whole thing. Because we hired a real estate agent with the thought being, hey, we need a backyard. Do you remember that? Because we had dogs.
No, but we never.
Well, I told him to tell him, and he didn't.
But you weren't paying.
She's an ESA. You don't pay
but
for ESAs.
did you ever provide ESA paperwork?
I gave it to the fucking dude.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then he just never did his job. I mean, who would have thought?
Yeah.
The guy who said the N-word after we met him 20 minutes into our relationship.
Never mind, not a good guy. You're right. Well, he didn't say it. He said his dad said it, but he
dropped it.
Yeah,
dude, we meet
in
with the real estate.
In the middle of a restaurant.
He
I was
goes,
like, dude,
what
whoa.
the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about? We're like hanging out with him. He goes, I think he thought we were like cool because we were like comics. And he goes, yeah, my dad, beep, beep. And I'm like, hey.
It's the wrong kind of cool for somebody to think I am. I don't want him to think that.
Dude.
Oh my God, speaking of this. So, bro,
Crazy.
This is a perfect segue into this story. I was leaving, somewhere. I was looking for a place to eat, and I found this halal cart called Weird Food. Weird Food, Halal Y'all is what it was called. And I was like, all right. And it had 1 million awesome reviews, and I love halal. So I went, and it was great. The guy was super cool, he made me food. He was, chatting me up. Like Middle Eastern dude, which is who you want making that. So I was like, and then the food was fucking awesome. And he was like, you come back, I make you curry and naan and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, all right, bet, like whatever. I just got like chicken over rice. And I was like, all right, cool, man. And so he gave me like a free dessert and like, it was being cool. So then I came back the next day because I didn't have any food. And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. And I was like, yo, what's up, man? He was like, you were here yesterday. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I came back for the curry and naan or whatever. And then he was like, you didn't like your food? I was like, no, I love my back another day. I came back to try it out again. I was like, yeah. I was like, no, I liked it. And he was like, oh, okay. Another guy I gave extra rice. He didn't like his food. Fuck that guy. And I was like, it wasn't me. I just came back. I came back because I like Memphis. And I'm like, okay. And then he was like, yeah. And he was like, so what do you want? And I was like, you said yesterday the curry and not and like whatever. And then he was like, oh, and he looked confused. And I went, I trust you. Just make me whatever you think that will be good. So then he ends up just making me lamb over rice. It was the same thing I had the day before, except it was just lamb. And I was a little disappointed when I looked at it, but I was like, okay, like whatever. And then he goes, he starts talking to me and he mentions Trump and Obama. I'm like, okay. I was like, all right, whatever. And then he starts ranting about politicians. And I was like, yeah, man. All of these politicians are fucked up, dude, whatever. And he goes, Obama drama. He just keeps going, Obama drama. And I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know. I'm just trying to play neutral. I'm like trying to get out of there.
Trying to have him like you.
And then he calls Obama the N-word like 6 times in a row, dude. He just kept saying it. And I was doing that thing where you slowly tape steps away. I had my food. I'm like already done. And he keeps and I was just, also, what a political figure to be mad at still. To be fair, this guy's from the Middle East and he was from Pakistan. And he was like, Obama, kill my people. And I was just like, all right.
Dude.
And then he just keeps calling. And it made me think, it was like, does this guy think that I'm that cool? Does he not realize
That you're going to be cool with
that?
that.
Does he not realize that that's that terrible to say? Or does there something about me where he thinks that that's okay? Because I was like, what the? I haven't been back. Like,
dude, no, don't go back.
And then at one point he after all this, I'm like trying to leave, and he goes, I was on road trip, and I came to this gas station, and there was an old black lady working there, and I was like, oh my god, fuck. And I asked her, I was like, do you like Obama? And she was like, I love Obama. And I went, fuck Obama. Like, I'm just imagining this Pakistani guy
holding on
in
to
a
it.
gas station, just randomly asking a black lady, do you like Obama? And she's like, yeah, I love Obama. And he's like, fuck Obama. Like,
Just full schizophrenia.
yeah, and I was just like, oh my God. And it sucks because the food was so good, dude. It was so good.
Well, it's a dilemma.
It truly is a dilemma where it's like two unfavorable solutions to this problem. I either can't go back and get what is probably the best halal I've had here, or I have to support the guy.
A racist Middle Eastern.
I mean, but is a Middle Eastern, are any of them not racist? You know what I
Dude,
mean?
people, every
race
race is so racist.
I have not.
You ever heard like Koreans talk about like Japanese people?
Yeah, all the Asians, there's fighting within.
Asians got beef.
Uh-huh.
And it's not wasabi. Cut that,
Kobe.
clip that, but cut that.
I think you got to separate the art from the person.
Yeah, the art from the artist. You know what I mean?
The halal
It's like,
from the
dude, bro. The lamb with potatoes over rice was fucking so good, dude.
I don't
And,
like,
you know, that's not.
It's that classic joke that like Bill Burr has about like when he's at the bar and a white guy is watching sports, he's watching Terrell Owens. And then he goes, he looks over his shoulder both ways, and he goes, which I now know is a tall tale sign that the N-word is coming, and it's coming in hot.
Yeah.
And then he's like, if you just shut up and play the beep, and he goes, what the fuck are you doing? You just made me a part of an ass whooping that I had no business in. He's like,
exactly.
so funny. It's like, you go like, yeah, what are you talking about?
Dude,
and I don't think I'm going to.
TikTok fucking sucks. I finally, after we talked with Nick Simmons the other day, and he was like, yeah, TikTok, I'm having my monetized, I do it pretty good every month. I was like, I should do that. Why don't I do that? I've definitely qualified. And then I found out that I wasn't qualified because I didn't have 100,000 views in 30 days. So I get 100,000 views across a couple videos in like 2 days. And I was like, sick, I qualify, do it, boom. the 2 videos I've posted since I've monetized are disqualified for monetization because they're not original. It's not original content. It's me performing stand-up that I filmed on my camera, edited on my computer with my Premiere Pro program that I pay monthly for, and uploaded to fucking TikTok, and it's not original content. But there are pages that post movies on their page. They post movies, they put one static line through it and they inverse it and they're making fucking money. It's me. I uploaded my passport, TikTok. You can't look and go, that's the same idiot with a mustache in that video. This must be his. Pisses me the fuck off. Fuck TikTok.
Man.
Fuck China.
And that
Yeah,
now I can get behind
you
this.
heard
I
me.
can get behind
Fuck
this.
TikTok and fuck China.
USA.
God, I don't know why that made me. It's just crazy to be like, this isn't original content, and I'm like, how could it not be? It's me.
Did people take it?
It's
and
me.
post
Well,
it?
the thing is like, the clip that I posted recently isn't even one that like, because like that set of me at Cap City. Other pages on TikTok, other pages on Instagram. Like I've posted it on Instagram. Helium's posted it a million times. Comedy pages have posted it all over, and I'm just like, it's just all over. So it's like I could see why maybe they'd flag that. This other one I've posted once on my Instagram, and it's like TikTok. Listen, it actually made me feel a little bit better about AI not being able to take us over, because if whatever software they're using can't pick up that, it's posted on another platform, and it's like, that's me, dumbass.
Yeah.
It's me on Instagram. If your computers can't figure that out, we're safer than I thought.
Yeah.
It's so infuriating.
Yeah.
Give me my $7.
I think they just want to keep the $7.
I think they do.
They're not going to create. They don't care enough.
But you know what makes me mad now? Now that I'm monetized. You can write that down. I'm monetized now. I am gonna flag and report anybody who ever reposts one of my comedy videos on their TikTok page.
Yeah.
I will. No, I for real will, because that's all they do. I've just never given it thought. And now I go, why do they always add like a weird filter and cut the frame? And it's like, oh, it's because they're trying to
monetize
pass
off of
it.
your
They're
thing.
trying to literally, those comedy pages that post clip after clip after clip after clip over and over, all they're doing is posting stuff that they know goes viral because that's how they found it. And they're hoping that if they change the thing enough, TikTok won't catch it as unoriginal content and they can monetize off of your video. And now that I can't monetize off my own video, I don't want your bitch ass to monetize off it. That pisses me off.
Yeah, and also fuck that debt collector.
Also, fuck that debt collector,
Yeah.
dude. You can suck my fucking ass. How about
you
that?
don't have $700. Well, guess what, buddy? You didn't make commission off $2,600.
Yeah,
Suck my
dumbass.
balls. They're
Also,
supposed to be
dude,
mean.
If you are a debt collector, if you are a tow truck driver, and not a tow truck driver like AAA, like I'm broke down on the side of the road, like if you tow cars out of parking lots, I think that you deserve to go to hell, which I don't actually think exists. But if it does, I hope it's filled with those two people.
I agree with this. I think that there are certain jobs where, like certain things where it's like, well, somebody's got to do it. Like somebody who's like enforcing, somebody who like enforces. So somebody who enforces like writing tickets on like when you're parked illegally. It's like, okay, it sucks getting a ticket, but you are parked illegally. That
you are
makes
parked
sense.
illegally. That's also a part
But
of how
something
the
like-
city funds itself.
But like
It's
something
a
like
whole
your
thing.
apartment complex where there's nobody parked there and you put a car there there's not like you're taking up a spot that's needed.
It's truly predatory.
It's
There's
empty.
a million empty spaces. We're not in a hot part of the city where people are parking there so they can go to the bar
Yeah, they're being
downtown.
scumbags.
It's not gated. It's not like anybody broke in and parked their car there. They're literally just doing it so that they can make money. I don't know what
They're taking advantage of
I
people.
don't
That's
know
all
what
they're
the
doing.
process of the apartment making money from the towing company and all that, but they've got to be making
commission.
some.
They
They've got to.
lease the parking spots to the towing truck, and then the towing truck company comes and they just search, and those tow truck drivers work off a commission too. So if they see that there's a car parked there that doesn't have the right license plate, they just take it like that.
Yeah.
That happened to me in the garage here.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's like
I had my car towed. I mean, I've already talked about it here, but I had my car towed from my apartment complex. It was so annoying, dude, because they didn't give me my parking sticker. And then the whole thing, it really does. It feels like when you're just in a powerless position where the girl just went, I gave it to you. And I went, no, you didn't. And she was like, yeah, I did. And I was like, you didn't. And then she was like, I give it to everybody. And that was just the end. That was it.
ladies.
I got $100 off my rent, but the fucking tow truck cost $250.
That's just a lady brain thing, dude. That is such a.
Well,
I normally do it every time. Hey, guess what, bitch? You didn't this time.
You didn't, and it's okay. It's okay, Angela. You're hot.
You're hot. You shouldn't
It's
even be
fine.
here.
You shouldn't be here.
You should have a husband
I tell
who
you
you're
what,
losing his money actively.
I tell you what, we got an ugly one now, and she's great at her job.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Oh,
she's great, and she's not even that ugly, but she's not Angela hot.
well, Angela hot means
Angela
that she
was
doesn't.
smoking hot, and she was some weird sort of like Asian mix, but like it was. She
Well,
was hot.
and that's why she didn't care, because she went, I can't be wrong, because even if when I get off of this job that I hate, I'm gonna go stay at my boyfriend who's a lawyer's house and
It
get
really
dicked down.
is.
If you're a hot lady and you're not getting dicked down by a lawyer, I think you're wrong.
I don't know. I think that you could do better than a lawyer, but
Athlete.
not necessarily an athlete.
If I was a girl,
If I was a girl,
no. If I was a lady, I would be hideous.
yeah, it'd be tough.
It'd be a tough. My face is a tough face for a lady.
It'd be tough.
What does he look like? Can we put let's put a Matt filter. Can we get a photo of Matt up here and then run it through an AI?
could-
He's
filter?
already done it, I think.
He's jacked off to it already.
Yeah, how do you think I come? I could maybe see if they have a filter.
I wonder what you would look like as a lady, Matt.
Here's a bald head.
Have you ever seen like Brock Purdy as a lady? It's like, all right, Brock.
I've done the lady filter before. It's not really that bad. It's not that good, but it's not that bad.
Like you would. You think you'd fuck yourself if you were a lady?
I can't confirm or deny
Six.
that.
I mean, imagine
That's
fucking a
in
6'4" lady with a mustache.
See, that's the
That'd be
thing.
crazy.
I think a lot of it is my height and everything. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind a tall lady. Ariel's short. If she was like 6'4", that'd be fun. I'd like.
Would you fuck that?
Oh my god, no! But you would.
How about that?
That's Matt's cup of tea.
This is me. This is my type. That's so funny.
That's genuinely what you like.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's my type.
Sometimes.
8-inch bigger. That's the pipe. Go ahead and cough right into the microphone for me, quick.
I literally
Are you
coughed
sick?
over here?
Well, I
No,
heard it
but my
crazy.
sinuses are fucked up. It's this fucking cat, dude. I have a cat now, kind of.
And you were allergic to it?
I'm starting to think I might be.
Well, then kick the cat out. It's an outside cow.
I might have to.
Get a dog.
I don't have time for a dog. I genuinely don't.
You should get a lady friend and then have her take care of the dog.
No, I mean, that's not the problem. It's just that first off, I'm not going to adopt a dog with a woman.
Yeah, it's too much commitment.
It's a lot of commitment.
Yeah.
And I also just don't have time for a dog.
Yeah, I think
I also don't want to pay extra at my apartment to have a dog.
I think that if
I also don't want a dog in my 1-bedroom apartment that doesn't have a yard.
the yard doesn't actually make a difference for my dog. We've come to realize that she doesn't do anything in the yard.
But
we throw for the ball for her and she just looks at us. We let her out. She just fucking sits on the patio. I mean, like, she's autistic. I think my dog is autistic.
Hazel's not autistic, dude. Hazel might be Downsy, man.
Dude, we've Googled
For
it.
real. You
You
should
don't
look at her
my dog.
eyes.
My
It's
dog.
crazy.
My dog is so awkward that my dog is so awkward. I looked into, can dogs have autism?
Sure they can.
They can.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have the symptoms, because the symptoms are actually hilarious for dog autism, because they like stack things.
Like what?
They'll like take items and stack them together. Apparently,
Like those like rock piles?
yeah, like rock piles, but like it'll be like it'll be like shoes, bones. They like organize piles. Apparently, according to Google, that's what dogs with autism do.
That's kind of rad, honestly.
I think my dog might be.
I would immediately assume my dog was a genius if they did
My
that.
dog does
Not
this a
like,
lot. This is the thing that my dog does a lot that I drive. She goes,
Yeah. Yeah, she has a really hard time with eye contact.
and then you go, what? And then she's just like, it's like, I'll go, Hazel, what are you looking at? And then she goes,
I don't know.
shit drives me nuts. I go, why can't you fucking be normal?
Cats are
I love her.
Cats are the opposite. Like your dog is retarded. And cats are fucking so smart. They're also
Dogs are smart.
assholes,
Dogs are
dude.
smarter than cats.
I actually disagree with that.
That's crazy. You can't teach a cat to do shit.
Yeah, you can.
What?
You can. Well, first
There's
off,
no such thing as a cat dog. A cat
that can fetch.
a drug cat. You know,
Well-
cats don't have jobs. Dogs have jobs. You can have a drug dog. You can have a seeing eye dog. You can't have a cat that does anything. What's the cat do?
Well, first off, you're acting like being able to train something to do one thing equates to
Intelligence?
intelligence.
Yeah, you got to be coachable.
Being coachable and being intelligent are two entirely different things.
You
How
think
how many really great offensive linemen are there who would not be able to pass a 5th grade math exam?
None.
That's not true.
You have to be very intelligent.
No, you don't. You literally don't.
Yes, you do, to learn concepts and schemes
Yeah, but the ability to learn
and recognize defenses.
the ability to learn
call
one
audibles.
specific thing does not mean that you are more intelligent overall.
You think that a cat, dogs that continue to have it, yes, social intelligence and trainability.
Yeah, but that's not
Independent problem solving. Independent problem solving for a cat. What does it need to fucking figure out? How to
Dude.
jump from a 7th floor and live? They float. They're crazy. Their
Dude.
bones are hollow. I don't trust cats.
I'm telling you now, social intelligence and trainability have nothing to do with like overall intelligence.
I've never
to
seen
me.
a cat open a door.
What?
I've seen dogs open doors. They go, "Oh, I want to go in there."
Dogs are larger and can get up to a door. Also, there's no way a cat has never jumped up and grabbed the handle of a door and pulled it
It
down.
doesn't
and
know to
opened
do
it.
that.
How do you know that?
Show me a video of a cat's cats opening doors, please. Google, please.
Okay.
Cats opening doors.
Of course they can. Yes, of course they can. Literally look at the.
Okay,
it's,
but type
it's
in
almost as if AI created an image for
but
me.
Also,
Clever cats opening doors.
Yeah, but also type in Minecraft, like the search.
Yeah,
suggested.
what was that?
Why,
Yeah.
type in
no,
Minecraft.
No. We don't need to look at Minecraft. We don't need Josh getting hard in here. Fucking weird. I don't know objectively if cats are smarter than dogs, but they seem smarter. They seem more defiant. They seem more. This is literally exactly what I'm talking about. This cat just opened that door and then walks into the room.
Yeah, but dogs will like sniff out bombs.
Yeah, because they have higher trainability.
Dogs
But
will
that has
sniff out
nothing
people who
to
own
do-
halal carts.
Also, cats, if left outside, like cats will hunt for their own food and survive. My cat, when I went to New York for a week or for 5 days, I left him outside, and when I came back, he was there like nothing happened. He was like, all right, whatever. If you left Hazel outside for 5
get
days while
adopted.
you were gone, she would die.
She'd get adopted.
She'd get hit by a car that wasn't even driving.
She's moved past.
She'd
She'd sprint into a car.
She'd sprint into a car head first.
I think that's so. Cats, no, because here's the thing: cats can hunt on that. They can survive off of that stuff. Dogs can do the same. I mean, there's packs of dogs. Dogs are a pack animal.
Sure, but the
Lions
ability to be domesticated and also still have your survival instincts, cats through the roof.
Yeah,
It's
but
insane.
it's also like cats. You put one cat against like a terrier, and the terrier's mauling that thing.
if the cat doesn't run into, as long as the cat doesn't get 6 feet up into a tree.
I'm a big dog guy.
I am too.
I think cats are.
I like dogs more than cats. Like on paper, like if I had to choose in like my lifestyle and everything, well, I would love just like a pit mix from the pound. That's what I would prefer. That would be.
I don't like the pit mix.
Yeah, that's racist, but that's okay.
Why is that racist?
No. What do you mean you don't like a pit mix? I was joking. It's not racist to not like. It's actually.
Why? Who owns pit bulls?
It's actually
No, who owns pit bulls?
That was the point I was about to make. It's actually racist for me to, but no, pit mixes are the best.
You know what? That's a take.
Are we
this
about
is a
to?
take-
Are we
this
about to
is-
go
one
on
sec.
like
Well, this is a-
dangerous breed?
No. This is a take. This is a
argument?
take that I. It's like I want because we got into it and we didn't get into a spit about it, but Ariel and I were talking about when we went to get the dog, when we get to Hazel, she was like, well, we should adopt. And then I was like, sure, we should adopt if we can find a lab from like a good bloodline. Because it's like, dude, I'm alive. I'm alive for 70 years. I'm alive.
awful take.
No. I'm alive for
You're
70.
gonna get shit for this.
No,
take,
I
by
won't.
the way.
There's nothing wrong with an ethical breeder. Getting a dog from an ethical breeder is just as good as, to me, it's just as, it's
to
like,
you. But so the argument.
so then
and
why
I'm not taking this argument. I'm not taking this stance against you. I just know the argument. The argument is that there is really no ethical breeders because pounds are filled with dogs that,
Sure.
if not adopted, will just be euthanized.
sure.
And they're much cheaper, and they're just as good as dogs, and you could easily adopt.
Sure, but
Even
what if
though-
I want a dog that's, I want a hunting dog?
See, now that's a different thing. Hazel is not a hunt. Now you're throwing
Well, we got
out-
her with the intention. That's truly 100%. I got her in Iowa. I lived in Denver. I took her. I drive back. I go to the field. I take her pheasant hunting when I go home. This is true.
Can she? I cannot.
Well, she
there's
can't because
zero
she's a
chance.
dumbass.
Yeah.
But
I
I'm
was about
saying
to say,
the intention when I got her was
See,
we'll use her. We'll drive up to
I
Iowa
think
with
that
her.
might be.
She's a working dog. She's got a job.
That actually might be one of the few things where I go, if that is your sole intention, is like, I want this dog to be a hunting dog.
I want her
don't-
as a family hunting
I
dog.
don't know if you can train every dog to be a hunting dog, so I would say maybe that makes sense. But
I don't like the fact that you're supposed to get guilted into it. Like if you adopt a dog, if you don't adopt your dog, you're a bad person. It's like, well, what about people?
no.
I'm not the bad person. The person who's a bad person is the person who got a dog for 3 years, went, oh, I can't take care of this because it's more responsibility than I thought, and then dropped it off in the middle of middle of
Sure.
nowhere on a street. That's the bad person.
sure,
Me
that's
going,
not also how every dog gets.
no, for
into
sure,
the-
of course.
you
I'm just
know.
saying, like, but then for me to go, yeah, I grew up with this breed of dogs. I want that breed of dog because we use it for hunting, or it's a good family dog. It's like, that's like, why is it a bad thing if I go, I want to get a dog? The one dog that I want, I'm alive for 5 dogs. I have 5 dogs in my life.
You couldn't have adopted one.
I did. I adopted one. His name was Tank, and he got hit by a car.
Jesus Christ.
He was a pit bull mix.
yeah.
He sprinted. It was when I was in high school.
I don't know that it's like I don't think people should try to guilt you. I think it's just a matter of fact kind of thing of like there's a better way. I don't
think it's a better way. You know who just got a dog?
It for sure is a better
Dillon just got a dog. He went to a breeder.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He found a dog on the side
Yeah,
of the
but
road
then he got
and
rid of
took it
no.
in
But then he got another
and
one.
gave it away.
Yeah, he got another one.
That balances out for me. What kind of dog is it?
It's a king. Whatever those like
King
little
Charles Spaniel?
Yeah, the whatever they
So fucking
whatever.
cute, dude.
It's
So
his.
goddamn
It's like
cute.
such a dog that he would get.
Yeah.
But point being, it's not a 1-for-1.
Literally stopping your car to rescue a dog from the side of the road, taking it in,
And then finding its owner?
taking it to the vet. Did they find its owner?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Amazing. You are now allowed to go to a breeder. That's the way in my ethical like.
But what about
being
another- what
right
about another
now,
dog?
That I feel
There's
like
another
that.
dog they could have just adopted.
No, for sure. I'm just for the sake of like humor and how I feel. it does seem like if you stop your car and rescue a dog from the side of the road, take it in, take care of it, take it to the vet, feed it, love it, and then give it to a good home, or in this case, the family that owned it before, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. They were probably, because he had that dog for a
like a
while.
while,
They
like
were
4
probably
months, something
so
like
fucking excited to get that dog back. You are now allowed to
One
go
dog.
to an unethical breeder. Yes.
You know what? You know what?
That's how I feel, and that's how I feel about
You know,
it.
it's similar to the thought of it's like offsetting things. This is a thought that I was having the other day about this. You know how it's like in the you know how you have like a right to a speedy trial, and then like there's like all of these things.
I don't know if that's
You have a right to a speedy trial.
a speedy trial. There's
That's a-
no way one of our
Google-
forefathers wrote that
You have a
down.
right to a speedy trial. Look this up.
What does that mean? They just
It's like you can't sit in court you can't sit in holding for 15 years for a crime you were accused of.
speedy trial?
Yeah, it's in the amendment.
You're telling me one of the forefathers with a quill dipped it in a
Grants the right
thing-
to a speedy and public trial.
That's crazy. Wait, is it in the Constitution?
Yeah.
Wait, no, because it says the Speedy Trial Act of 1974
That was a clause.
over there.
Anyways.
The Sixth Amendment shall enjoy the right. Yeah, that's what it says.
So-
anyways, okay, continue.
Point
That's really
being,
funny.
It's like funny that. So I was just thinking about how fun that stuff is. Of like, you know how like every rule that has ever been written is because somebody did something, right? It's like in order for you to be like, hey, don't dive headfirst into the pool. Somebody had to have done it and broke their neck, and then they went, now nobody can do that.
I went, fuck.
Yeah. Now nobody can do that now. I like the fact that there's no cruel or unusual punishments, because it's like cruel. I get what was happening that they were like, yo, dude, do not go to Judge Curry. Dude, that guy is.
You will be tickled until you.
Your punishment is you have to do 4 licks of my anus a night.
Yeah.
What were the punishments he was dishing out for everybody to go, okay.
It had to be.
Steve is going too far.
Somebody was like, they can't be cruel, but whatever's going on in Judge McCormick's room is weird.
Yeah, dude.
It is unusual.
Dude, he sentenced him to plant cucumbers.
Yeah.
Dude,
and he said to make them extra big.
Can
It's
we
like,
go-
what's he doing with the
Can
cucumbers?
we Google the most unusual punishment?
Most
Because my brain is not on right now. This has been like a snoozer for me. I'm not sniping. I have no brain power.
You don't need to. We're having a good combo.
But
It's
I'm
okay.
like, I'm trying to figure out what's the from a judge. Yeah, in Texas is probably good. Chicken costume.
Wait. Scroll up. One of the most unusual punishments from a judge involves Judge Michael, some fucking WAP name, Painesville, Ohio, who is known for offering creative, often public sentences in lieu of jail time. You can go in a chicken costume. A woman who pepper sprayed a Burger King employee was given the option of 30 days in jail or being pepper sprayed with water by her victim. That doesn't make sense. That has nothing to do with the chicken costume. AI sucks cock. Public shaming, men caught soliciting sex were offered a choice of jail time or standing on a street corner with signs saying no chicken ranch. This doesn't even make sense. I fucking hate AI. Donkey ride. 2 men who vandalized a nativity scene were made to march through town with a donkey and a sign that said "Sorry for the jackass offense." That's funny, I guess.
That's a hacky.
A woman who abandoned 35 kittens was given the options of 14 days in jail or donating to animal shelters or spending the night alone in the woods. What would you do? 14 days in jail
I'm going to the woods.
or one night alone?
I'm
in
playing
the woods?
Survivor, man.
I don't want to go.
I would want to, dude. We should do it.
I've been
We should.
spooked in my apartment, dude.
What?
I've been spooked in my apartment lately.
No.
Yeah, I've been spooked.
Why would spooky?
I watched the movie Together, which
James Franco?
Dave Franco.
Or yes, the new one. Yeah.
And it was really good, and it wasn't that scary. It was very interesting. It was fun. It was a good movie. I would suggest going to see it. There's a little scene at the beginning that is scary, and it's like a woman something about the smiling thing fucks me up. Do you remember like when we were in Florida a couple years ago? I've talked about it. I saw that TikTok that like I couldn't sleep for like a week. There was a TikTok of like, there was this trending audio that was like old and staticky, and it was like, if you see somebody who looks like you, run away. And it would like, and then the static would increase. And this video was this girl getting ready and that audio playing. And it was like a very, weird filmy grain. And then she walks out of her bathroom at night. Like it looks like she's getting ready for bed. And as the static grows, I get goosebumps retelling it. She can see through like the banister of her stairs, her face, but it's smiling like really intensely. And the shadows are on it really creepy. I saw that one night in bed. I for real have goosebumps. I saw that one night in bed and I did not sleep properly for like a week. It freaked me the fuck out, dude.
I love a good spook,
It
dude.
spooks me so hard. And that's what this scene was a woman in bed who's like kind of lost her mind with like a huge crazy smile on her face. And it was very creepy.
Dude.
So now I've been laying in bed going, what if she's in my closet? I'm 31. What if she's in my closet? Nobody's ever been in my closet. I've been alive for 31 years. I've thought people might be in my closet hundreds of times.
The only person in that closet is you.
There he is. He's waking up a little bit.
Clip it.
There's never been anybody in there.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't that funny?
There's nobody ever been in your closet.
Nobody's ever been in my closet.
I bet.
But
Or
I
you hear
still-
those.
I still get scared of it.
You hear those stories about people who like have like squatters that like live in their house and like they're addict unknowingly. Have you ever heard of those?
That would, dude, I would freak out.
I watched a video of some family that had like a guy in their house for like 9 months. They had no idea.
And then
The dad like did something off schedule one day, like got home early from work when everybody was supposed to, and the guy was just like downstairs in the fridge.
whoa.
And then they like were like it's like, and it sucks because it's always, what sucks is that it gets sad when you realize what actually is happening. Like, when you're like scared of like a spooky abandoned building, you hear noises in it and you go like, I'm gonna explore. It's just like a guy with schizophrenia who like found a place that he can like,
That's like-
he like found
yeah.
sanctuary where he's like, I'm just
Yeah.
like alone in this place. And then like you're like, oh my god, there's like,
Oh, it's so
It's
spooky. You have,
spooky.
you have your video camera.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's so scary. It's just like somebody's son.
yeah, it's just like,
It's,
yeah.
so sad.
It's like just a guy with bipolar disorder who's
Yeah.
like alone, like,
yeah.
and then, I mean, like, so it's like the same thing of like, I don't know, peeking behind the curtain of that stuff always makes me so sad. It's like you hear the story of the guy who like lives in the walls and you go, that guy must be a freak, and it's like, for sure he's definitely not there, but then it's also just sad because like the type of person that would live in somebody's walls, I don't necessarily know as if they're malicious as more as it is that they're like a lost person who like can't integrate into society.
Yeah, dude, what happens in like movies of like some creepy guy who lives in the walls in order to terrorize a family is not any movie. Like, I feel like most movies that are based off of true stories are actually just like sad cases, and they were like, but what if he was spooky?
Well, yeah,
and
the
it's like
whole-
he's not. He's sick.
The whole like based on a true story thing.
It's so loose.
It's like
they keep doing these goddamn movies. What's the fucking couple, the family,
the Amityville horror thing.
No. What, you know what I'm talking about? They've made the Annabelle and
the couple that does. They did the Amityville horror. That
what's
couple.
their fucking thing? What is it?
It's the
God
ghost
damn it.
couple.
Why can't I think of their fucking names? The movies.
They're very Sinister. It's
no,
in that realm.
Sinister's a different one. Sinister's the same guy, but it's a different. I'm a fucking. There's
I know exactly what
somebody
you're talking
listening
about.
to this podcast going, this. It's obviously this. Will you look up the Annabelle movies?
What is it?
It's gonna bother the fuck out of me.
The Annabelle doll movies?
Yeah, you can click. Yeah. Because it's, what is it called? Now, okay, wait, scroll. How is this not helping? Because they're not, are they not the same fucking thing? God damn it.
It's the same couple. You're thinking about the same because that couple's like a notorious couple.
Ghost couple movies.
It's gonna come up with Ghost.
God, it's still not showing me what it is.
Go back. Go back.
Wait. I got it.
Click on the actor.
I'm gonna go.
Click on that guy, Ward Horton, because he'll be the one that pops up for everything. Now go to his IMDb.
Wait.
There it is.
No.
His IMDb should have all of them.
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring. There it is. Yeah. Is he in The Conjuring?
No,
Anyways.
you're thinking of.
Oh, the other guy. I know the guy I'm thinking
I
of.
did what you
Yes.
just did, but with the right guy.
Yeah.
How many of those goddamn movies are they going to make where they're like based on a true story? And it's like, no, this is not. Like, I get that those people did a lot of spooky things, and it's like, yeah, this is based on a true story. We have the audio tapes. Shut the fuck up. Are you kidding me? If this was based on this true of a story and they've documented all of it, just show me that.
Yeah.
That's good enough.
That's spooky.
Show me the guy levitating above the stairs while his kids are like, that's what I want to see. I don't want to. That's bullshit. No, it's not. They have a new one coming out. They've made like 6 of these movies. The first one was in 2013.
They've
They've been making these movies for 12 years.
That's nuts.
Oh no.
Well, that's everybody's.
This.
That's what everybody's fear is in an Airbnb, anyways.
Yeah.
Is somebody like in the watching you secretly? I like truly don't like. I don't like fucking in an Airbnb. I don't like fucking in a hotel room. I mean, I do it.
Really?
I do it, but I go. This is like. I get like anytime I'm like.
It's
Yeah.
funny though. Like it's
He's like
it's
an
not
innocent old
creepy.
guy.
He's just like, I just don't have a place to go. You're staying in my house. I need.
But
a
also
place to
put
go.
pants on.
Yeah.
This guy's nudie Rudy walking around.
That's funny, dude.
But like, dude, anytime I'm in a hotel and I JO, I always go, some guy just fucking has a video of this now.
Yeah, I get that.
But it's also like, yeah, man, what are you gonna do? I got small little red balls. All right.
Yeah, it's
what are
also
you gonna do? You
like,
gonna leak
man,
them?
listen.
Nobody's gonna care. There's gonna be 1,000 people who care.
Listen, dude, I've filmed myself jerking off enough times.
Now, are you going
If it's
front
your
angle?
turn.
How are we doing this? Are we setting it up? Are you, dude? I filmed in a dude. I've been like auditioning for stuff like things that are like. It makes sense. I've been auditioning for things that are like casting calls locally. I've finally was like, I'm gonna start submitting stuff.
Yeah.
There's nothing. I know that you've done it. There's nothing more humiliating than like auditioning for something.
Like the self-tape.
I would really rather somebody get a video of me jacking off than a self-tape. Self-tapes are I go, Josh Francis, 5'10", because I lie. And then I go, based in Austin, Texas. And then I go, don't do that, Mom. I'm like, it's crazy, dude. Auditioning is brutal.
Bro, I got sent a script for like an indie horror, like body horror movie. And the scene that I would have been doing, I read it because I told Logan, I was like, yeah, I'll read for it, whatever. And then I read it and I was like, Logan, I'm not doing this. She was like, why? I was like, did you read it? The scene it's not that crazy. It's just, a couple talking. And then it eventually goes into like a sex scene. Like, she puts her hand down my pants. We end up on the floor. And I go, I have to do this in a self-tape? I have to pretend a woman is putting her hand. I have to. What do you want me to do? Hump the floor of my apartment? You want me to lay down on the linoleum and act like I'm getting fucked? Why did you pick this scene out of all of them to send to me? I was like, on principle, I'm not doing this. That's insane, dude.
Will you even like, oh man, the ones that are the worst are like, I did like 3 or 4 of them that are like, give it like a minute description of yourself and like film a thing and be like,
1 minute?
It's like a minute or less. Describe yourself. And I'm like, this is brutal. I was like, dude, I was filming one yesterday when Jack got home. Yeah, when Jack got home, it was like, he heard me do like 5 or 6 takes of this thing. And he went, what are you doing up there? And I went, Josh Francis.
Nothing. Shut up,
My
Jack.
name is Josh Francis. I'm an Austin-based stand-up comedian, originally from Mason City, Iowa.
You had to do the turn?
Yeah, the turn is brutal.
You have to like showcase your whole body. It's
I
crazy.
went, I know I'd have a bag. Listen, you're not booking me for the jawline. I'm gonna tell you. Listen, the side profile, pretty bad.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, the body in general needs a lot of work.
I'm a front-facing kind of
I'm
guy.
a front-facing. Give me a supporting actor role. I do not need to be the hot guy in the thing. You know what I need to be? I think I'd be good at like an upset. Like I could cry on camera.
You think?
I can cry right now.
I don't know if I'm that good of an actor, honestly. He can't cry right now. You know who does cry really well
Dillon.
on command is Dillon. It's crazy. You can't do it.
I bet I could. I bet there's too much pressure, dude. There's a camera. Josh is laughing. I can hear your breathing into the mic.
Yeah, well,
There's
we
too
knew
much.
You wouldn't be able to do it.
Give me a second, dude. Make me sad. Will you play that from the daylight running from? I bet I could cry to that.
What?
That song makes me sad.
I know what song you're talking about.
I don't know what you're saying. This is a fucking Mumford and Sons song.
No, but Mumford and Sons would make me come.
Mumford and Sons sucks, dude. It's so bad.
No, dude, they're the Little Lion Man. That song rules.
You want to play it?
No, because I don't want to get this demonetized.
Yeah, that's why.
Oh, he's like the Little Lion Man.
That sounds shitty.
No, dude,
That sounds fucking shitty.
Little. Whoa, he goes. It's a,
What are you talking about?
This song, Little Lion Man.
That sucks. First off, that name sucks.
The Little Lion. Whoa, load yourself, but I don't know how it goes. I just know I like
Crazy.
it. I like the song.
Oh,
Your Little Lion Man.
that can't be how that song goes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm listening
That one I
to it
don't.
when we're done with the pod.
No,
you might be as bad as I've ever seen.
All right, well, thank you guys so much for listening to the Friendly Fire podcast. If you guys want, you guys can support the Support the page by leaving a comment.
Also, if you're listening to this on the day it came out, I'm in Atlanta.
Oh yeah, you're in Atlanta, and then next
I'm in Atlanta
week,
tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday, and then I'm in Portland and Seattle, August 21st and 22nd. And then Josh and I will be in Iowa. We'll be in Des Moines, Iowa.
Des Moines.
That's August. That's the week. It's August 29th and 30th. We'll be in Des Moines. I will be in Indiana, September 4th through 6th. I might be in Cincinnati September 18th if you guys will buy tickets. I do have to sell a certain amount before the show, and I feel like I might not do that. And then Boca September 26th and 27th.
What are you doing in Boca?
Black Box, the small room.
Oh, that'll be sick.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
And
Washington, D.C., October 22nd, and Chicago, October 23rd.
then
Thank
also
you.
just check out the medieval sketch show, the
Yeah.
Off With Their Heads comedy on YouTube. Thank you. Bye bye. And we don't have to do Turtle today.
Alabama, Arkansas.